Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm a physiotherapist that uses my imagination to go anywhere from my chair. I use my mind and my body to follow along with a story, and I invite you to come along with me. Today, we're going to the farm. You'll see in this story, I'm holding a pool noodle for some of the movements. But you don't need to have a pool noodle to participate. In fact, I'm going to be participating with you today, and I do not have a pool noodle. So, how about we get started? This is my YouTube channel called Melissa's Meaningful Movement, and all my stories are called My Meaningful Movement. So if you want to find me, caregivers, on YouTube, that's how to find me. We're going to introduce you to it now, and we'll get moving in just a moment.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to go on this adventure with you today. But before we get started, let's remember a few key tips about safety. If you're not sure if exercise is right for you and your health condition, please consult the advice of a healthcare professional you trust, show them the video, and have them help you make the decision about whether or not it's right for you. Number two, everything we do together should be comfortable for you and cause you no distress. If anything you do in our session doesn't feel right, don't do it. We want this to be something you enjoy and experience over and over again. Let's get started.
Okay. We're walking in the farmyard, and to me, that looks like a chicken coop that we're about to walk up to. We're going to feed the chickens in just a moment. There they are. There's the chickens, and you have corn in your hands. Scatter the corn on the floor. Do it with one hand and then switch hands. We've got a lot of chickens to feed. Now remember, folks, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Do what feels right for you. The whole purpose here is to move and feel better. In a few moments, we're going to be going into the shed, and it's a little messy in there. So we have to do something called a side step. You put your leg out and in, out and in. Just imagine if you had rakes laying on the ground in your shed and you had to step over them or other things. Out and in. Go at any speed that's right for you. In a few moments, we're going to be scooping and dumping some feed out for our livestock. Ready? Here we go. 2 hands now. Scoop and dump. I'm dumping to the side. If you want to dump to the side as well, you go ahead and do it. Or you could dump in front of you. Scoop and dump. Imagine it's a heavy shovel full of food. You're working hard now. Just go at your own pace. Wonder what kind of animals we have on our farm here. We have chickens and pigs, it looks like. Oh, so maybe we need to scoop some slop for them. Scoop and dump. You can pet the pig if you like. These are friendly pigs. Feel free to stop and give one a pet if you want, or you can keep on scooping. All depends what you want to accomplish today. In a few moments, we're going to be back to that messy shed again. Gee, sometime we're going to have to find time to clean that up. But not now. We've got a hard day's work. Let's step over in front now. See, I'm bringing my leg out and in. I put my pool noodle on the ground so I would step over something. But we can just put an imaginary line down there on the floor, step over that. Big steps if that feels good. Smaller steps if that feels better. It all depends what your goal is. In a few moments, we're going to be throwing some hay. Oh my goodness, we're going to pick up the hay with two hands. I hope I've got gloves on here today. And we're going to throw it right over our shoulder. Maybe we're throwing it onto the truck or something. I don't know. What do you think we're doing? Now you can reach way down if you want, or you can just reach out in front of you. I can't stress enough how important it is that you make this work for you. Look at that. In the video, I'm throwing it right over my head. I'm going to get hay all over my hair. Oh well. Nothing a good shower later won't fix, I suppose. Looks like it's time for a water break. So you take your time grabbing a glass of water because we're going to slow it down here for a few good moments and do some breathing. So if you want to take a little extra time to have your drink, you go ahead and do that. You can catch up with us in a moment. Okay? We're just going to be doing some breathing here. I've got a noodle across my tummy in the video, and I've got my hands across my tummy as I participate today. I'm going to send my breath deep down into my tummy, right where my hands are. Couple breaths there. And now I'm going to send it to the back, right to the back of my chair. That's right, I'm the boss of my breath. So it will go where I say it should go. Couple breaths at any speed that you feel is right for you. All right, now we're going to send breath up to the chest. Put your hands on your heart if you'd like. Send your breath there. Isn't that neat that we can send our breath to the places we choose? Looks like we're about to get on that horse. It's time for us to lasso. Yee-haw! Not sure what we're roping. Stray calf? Other arm. Oh, I'm not very coordinated with that other arm. My goodness. Isn't that funny? We're going to be riding the horse here in a moment. So my legs, both feet are going out and in. And you could set the speed whatever you want it to be. It could be a trot, although that would be pretty fast. Or it could be a canter or a gallop, which is just a fancy way of saying any speed that you think you are in the mood for at this moment. Now we're going to hold the reins, you guys. Arms out. We're going to have our arms up for a while. So if your arms get tired, you could put them down and then join up with us in a minute. Just enjoy the scenery. That's fine too. You could do this a few ways. You could make your whole arm move. You could just make your elbows move, wrists, however you want to do this. It's fine with me. Ah, yes. We're going to drag these cows right out of that pasture. Legs are moving again, out and in. We're really going now. Now, if you feel comfortable pushing down through your feet and letting your bum lift off the chair a little bit, you can do a couple of those movements. But if you don't feel comfortable doing it, just imagine you are doing it. Because the funny thing about our bodies is that even if you just imagine it, the same areas of your brain wake up and get to work. Speaking of get to work, let's take the reins again. These cows aren't going to get themselves home by themselves. They need our help. We're on the home stretch, you guys. You're doing great. Feels good to move. Wonderful job. Congratulations. You did fantastic.
So let's talk about the old versus new way to launch your online course. So the first